Hi, good afternoon, YouTube. Uh, it's msamour here. It's a video response for Don Arrow's video in regards to copper, the people's currency. Uh, some people in the comment section bring about some really good points. They're afraid that they're not gonna be able to get the value, the representative value of what 1 ounce of copper should be if they decide to stamp copper coins, uh, which is understandable because they're afraid. People are afraid to do the transition from an established currency to a new currency in which they'll be able to trade in. But that's what the point is. The point of all this is to break away from that system that you guys have that is stealing from your hard work, because that's exactly what it is. When you get paid in US dollar, and everybody now understands that US dollar is debt. It's money created out of debt. In essence, you work your ass off and then you end up being in debt because the piece of paper that you get for you to buy other stuff is a debt in itself. That doesn't make any sense. So it's a good idea to break away from that. But there's a couple things that are going to happen out of that. Uh, you guys should see follow Carl Denninger's is research. You go to Market Ticker. Okay, he's got all the numbers, all the math, and he's a lot better at it than I am. Uh, from his website, you can see that tax revenues are down. Duh. Everybody's talking about it that know that about these things. Okay, tax revenues are down in the United States, and that is the big cash cow for the government in order to do whatever they want. Okay, I'll leave it at that. I'm not gonna get into tinfoil stuff here. Uh, Now that is taking control away from the people because you are giving your work to the government in form of they're taking a percentage out of it, and that percentage is the taxes. I used to be as straight as they could be. Pay your taxes, follow all the laws, never break anything in regards to rules. And then I see all the corrupted politicians, I see the bankers, the lobbyists, and all that, and I'm disgusted. I'm frankly disgusted by it. And if I see somebody works under the table, good for you. Good for you. You're brave enough to do it, and you're breaking away from that old control system. Okay, it's broken apart. It's gonna collapse eventually, anyways. Might take another year now. Who knows? That's not really the point of this video. So, if you decide, if a group of people decide to form a copper currency based on copper rounds, 1 ounce copper, okay, the value in US dollar will naturally come by itself. People are gonna move away from that. You're gonna you're just gonna accept that I have a pound of copper and I'm gonna buy a dozen eggs from you. The farmer goes, well, okay, if I can find somebody that's gonna trade that pound of copper for, seeds or whatever I need, like grain for my feeding my chickens, then perfect. I'm gonna take that pound, but the website idea is a good idea. Okay, you form a copper market. Okay, but a copper trading market, not just trading copper, but what people are willing to put up in order to take that exchange of copper. Now, bear in mind that I'm mostly going to be flagged, and I'm going to get a lot of pissed off Masons to my house because of this. All right. Uh, your laws and your country tells you that only Congress has the power to create mint money and control it. Your Congress has abrogated that responsibility by giving it to the Federal Reserve. That is unconstitutional right there. Your Congress is breaking its own laws. Okay? Is it still legitimate? Well, for now it is. In the eyes of a lot of the people that are not awake, they're thinking of the government, they do what they do because they need to protect us, because they don't understand what's going on. If more and more people move away from that system, they make a side system, which are usually called gray and black markets. Okay, they won't have a choice. They're gonna see what the government is for what it is when it starts losing power. It's already losing power right now. Tax revenues are down. They're using all kinds of fear tactics through the mainstream media to control people. It's not working anymore. Millions of people are protesting, okay, and it's getting worse. And my message to you guys is go ahead, form a side market, okay? Trade in copper. Uh, if enough people do it, you think they're gonna throw everybody in jail? You think they're gonna, or intern millions of people that have decided enough with this government crap, and we're gonna trade and we're gonna form our own currency? Right? Well, when that happens, it's usually the first stage of the revolution, anyways. You're doing it non-violently. You're telling the bankers, up yours, asshole. Right? We're gonna trade our way because you're stealing from us. And the government is helping the bankers steal from you. So up yours too. And it's unfortunate. I was raised to be honest. I was raised to never break laws. I was raised to always respect rules. And I've done that for 30 years of my life. Okay? Where am I at now? Right? I have a part-time job that pays about $800 a month. And that's what I live on. Okay? But at least I'm honest and I go to bed at night and I can sleep. Okay? Which is a lot less that I can say for most politicians, lobbyists, and bankers, and every corrupted individual that live in this continent. And I say continent because there's just as many in Canada as there are in the United States. So I'm probably going to break this video in two parts. One I'll post as a reply, and then I'll post later. I'm going off on a rant, and I do apologize because it's been months since I've did a video. So get away from the idea that you're afraid of changing your currency. Let's go ahead and do it and see if people are going to go along with it. Look at what happened to the people that did the Liberty dollars. Wow, it wasn't long till the FBI raided their offices and they got arrested. But it's going to catch on. They can't arrest everybody. And I know for a damn fact how poor can be. When you're looking at your paper dollar thinking, I really wish I could have another kind of system where I can work fair value and get fair value out of my work. Well, that's it for now. And Don Harrold, you're a bit of a strange person to me. But, if you can pull that off, I'll tip my hat to you. Have a good one.